What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be showcasing the Shizen or the Wood bloodline in Shindo Life or Shindo Life Roblox. Now this bloodline is a 1 in 100, it is a C-Spec and it has 2 C-Spec modes, again, 2, not just the first one which looks like this, alright, no scroll on your back, but 2, and it's actually a pretty decent bloodline, so I'm going to be showcasing it here in this video, but let's get started. So first, let's go over the moves of Shaizen, alright? So you got 3 moves and then 2 C-Spec moves, I guess. Alright, so the 3 moves are Wood Style, Roots of Earth, alright? 26k chi, 30-second cooldown. Basically like the nature move, alright? A bunch of wood pillars kind of come out of the ground and attack your enemy. It is not really an auto-lock, actually. But it's sort of an auto-lock, I don't really know. And then you got Wood Style, Whirling Flower, alright? This is where you fire a thick wood beam and then out come flowers. Kind of stun your opponent, leaves them kind of defenseless. Good for combos. And then finally, you've got the Wood Style Sprouting Tree, which is a pretty big move. It sprouts like 3 or 4 trees out of the ground, and you can actually fly off of them. And yeah, it does not really do that much damage. However, it is a good getaway move, and it kind of adds, you know, a little bit of confusion to the fight. And yeah, it's a pretty nice move. And then obviously you have your mode, which I'll go over later in the video. But yeah. Let's get on to the first move. Alright, so your first move is a little bit of a long range move, alright? So you aim at your enemy, and then just like so, you pop this, bunch of root sprouts come out of the ground, and you have to be pointing at your enemy, but as you can see, they kind of hit your enemy, and then obviously they can go underground as well. They locked onto that training log for some stupid reason. But yeah, pretty powerful move. Here it is one more time, as you can see, quite a few hand signs. Then I pop it like so, and we can follow them over here. As you can see, it's around 9k damage and then a small stun. I don't know why some of those didn't hit. I guess because they auto-locked on the training logs. So don't use this when there are training logs around. But yeah, around 7k damage, I believe. And a small stun. So a pretty decent move, although probably not the best move out of this bloodline. Alright, now onto our second move, Wood Style Whirling Flower, alright? So I pop it like this, and as you can see, a bunch of these flowers come out, and they kind of stun your enemy, as you can see. These guys can't really move for a bit. It doesn't last for quite so long though. And, you know, a decent move for PvP. It's a pretty good stun, and it's a pretty big stun, right? Big radius for probably multiple people, so maybe even this is good for war mode. However, the flowers really don't deal that much damage. They deal next to nothing. So this is probably not the greatest move of this bloodline. Okay, let's pop it one more time, and just like that, you can see all those whirling flowers kind of popping out. And then the big old stun, all this yellow powder is stun. It does not last for long enough, though, in my opinion. But yeah, pretty mediocre move. Yeah, that was Wood Style Whirling Flower. Now onto the third move, and probably the biggest move of this bloodline. Alright, you pop it like so, and as you can see, bunch of trees kind of pop out the ground. You can even jump off them if you really need to. And they kind of just stay there for a while, alright? You basically just sprouted new trees, and yeah, they kind of go away after a while. But, you know, I think this is a pretty decent move for the third move. Although not the greatest. Again, the best moves are probably in the C-Spec, so stick around for that. But yeah, here it is one more time. I can pop it like so. Bit of damage, and then you got a bunch of new trees here that you can either jump off of to get away from, or, you know, kind of chill around to use as kind of like a block. Alright, now let's get on to this C-Spec, and we'll do the first C-Spec first, alright? So, as you can see, pop it like so, and all I get really is the markings around the eye that Hashirama had. And not really much else. Again, this cape is just part of my outfit. It's not actually part of the wood style. But yeah, you pop it like so, and here is the move, alright? So you hold down block, hit C, and then you got this kind of golem that fights for you. He doesn't really do much except step on your opponents, and then he slams into the ground when he's about to disappear. But I would say a pretty decent first C-Spec move. However, it kind of pales in comparison to the second C-Spec move. Alright, let's use that one more time, like so. Alright, I pop it, and then I kind of walk over anyone who I want to, you know, damage. It does around 9k damage each run over, and then obviously I slam the ground, dealing around 30k. So yeah, I'd say a pretty decent first move C-Spec. Again, not quite as good as the second C-Spec's move, which we'll get onto right now. So with the second C-Spec, you just hold down C and then hit 2. If you don't have it unlocked, it'll show you what level you need to have it unlocked. I think it's 800. But yeah, this is what it looks like. You know, pretty cool looking move. However, not much of a visual difference. Again, there's just a scroll on your back and not much else. But again, this is a pretty cool looking move or mode. So let's just get into it. To do your C-Spec, you just hold block and then C. As you can see, you got this huge guy slamming down all these fists. I believe it is the tree statue or something like that. I kind of forget. But yeah, it's a pretty nice move. Alright, dealing around 7k damage per punch hit. And there are about 10 to, maybe 7 to 8 punches. Not quite sure. But again, it is a very powerful move when it comes to crowd control and war mode. Really great if they're in a tight group like this. As you can see, I pop it like so. And they just kind of get slammed with that, punches. And that is a lot of damage right there. As you can see, I completely destroyed those guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the second mode's C-Spec. That's pretty much the wood style. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And join the Discord server, because it really helps out the channel. And I mean, it really helps out the channel. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day, and bye.